Not really, because, it's like a lot of situations in LA. It's like both parties are benefiting.
You don't think you use them?
I mean, like I said before, I think there's...
Before we start, I want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Celeb Fame Time. How did Ignite make so much money? And aside from Ignite's investors and the institutions that offered the company's line of credit, whose money was it? Has Dan Bilzerian and Ignite been laundering money? Well, you should have seen Bilzerian posing near a physical stack of money. He does this often, when he is not photographed on, near, or under a stack of models. Sometimes he combines the two. Anyway, here's some more. The truth. His Instagram is the stuff of a legend and has earned him the rank of king on Instagram. Millions of followers have seen him cruise around in yachts, sleep on stacks of money, and even fire M60 machine guns. He's also an actor and entrepreneur who's made his riches playing poker. At least that's what he's told the world. But lately, Dan Bilzerian's lifestyle's caught up with him. A lot of his past has come to light and he doesn't seem to be that perfect alpha male example. Let's tell you all about it in this forensics. The mansions, the yachts, the parties, the models. How does Dan Bilzerian, the globe-trotting, cash-stacking, gun-toting, Instagram-boasting, partying playboy do it? Or more to the point, how does he pay for it all? According to a lawsuit filed this week, he doesn't. Dan Bilzerian rents his house and charges the rest of his six-figure lifestyle to a credit card that someone else pays off. The lease on his home in the ritzy Los Angeles hills, for example, is $200,000 a month. Dan Bilzerian does not pay this rent. The house and everything else, the models, the flights, the yachts, is charged to the corporate tab of Ignite International Limited. The company Bilzerian founded and serves as CEO and majority shareholder, according to Curtis Heffernan.
Said the same thing about Hugh Hefner, right? I don't know. I just take pictures and the women are there, so I don't know. I mean, it's all up to interpretation. I mean, people...
Ignite's recently ousted former president. Paying Dan Bilzerian's $2.4 million annual rent and paying for everything else Dan Bilzerian does would be one explanation for how Ignite managed to lose a reported $50 million last year, as Forbes.com first reported.
Depends on the girl.
What do you think they do?
I mean, usually girls that know me have a pretty high opinion of me, just because I'm always honest. I'm not like a lot of the LA guys that sell them the dream. That
and according to Heffernan's suit, complaining about Dan Bilzerian's addiction to spending money and objecting to various sleight-of-hand tricks that would hide his spending are what got him fired. Through its company counsel, Ignite did not respond to a request for comment. In a statement issued to TMZ, Bilzerian denied the allegations to Heffernan's suit and vowed to countersue. However, former Ignite employees who spoke on condition of anonymity, fearing professional repercussions, confirmed much of what Heffernan claimed in this suit. Ignite pays for everything, one said. Models, events, yachts. Dan would have just wrapped it with the Ignite logo, and all of a sudden it was an Ignite expense and he would send the bill. Pools, trampolines, the employee added, his personal events that had nothing to do with the business. Heffernan is seeking damages for defamation, wrongful termination, and also for being terminated in violation of California's state whistleblower protection laws. Heffernan, a former executive with Procter & Gamble, joined Ignite on March 18, 2019.
And not hook up with anybody. But if she goes to the bar and nobody pays attention to her, nobody talks to her, then she almost has to hook up with somebody to feel validated a little bit. So these are kind of situations.
At the time, the company was still trying to find its niche. Ignite pivoted from a recreational cannabis brand to a CBD company, to a company that was happy to try to put the Ignite Goat Skull logo on just about everything. Working out of the WeWork, Heffernan earned $275,000 a year as vice president of sales, according to his suit. He became acting president of Ignite in November after the exit of his predecessor, Jim McCormick, a former tobacco executive. Trouble arose in May 2020. Red flags were first raised by the accountants doing the books in preparation for Ignite's International Brands Annual Report, required by the Canadian Stock Exchange, where shares of the company are publicly traded. According to the suit, the accountants flagged $843,014.06 in company expenses that appeared to be personal in nature.
In, I don't know, maybe 2012, I kind of figured out that life is more about setup. I wanted to set it up so that I could get laid without.
These included payments for charges racked up on one of Dan Bilzerian's credit cards, a $500,000 yacht rental, a six-figure two-night trip to London, a $65,000 Four Elements Guns and Star Wars set, a $50,000 bed frame, a $75,000 paintball field, and an $88,000 vault, to name a few.
Manicures, pedicures, masseuses, and, full staff and everything. So the girls who just come there, hang out, and...
Was the purpose sex?
No, I mean, you know, you can't have sex at 3.
The company also paid $26,000 to boost Bilzerian's Instagram followers and paid for the travel expenses of the rotating cast of models that permanently accompany Bilzerian wherever he goes, the suit claims. Heffernan was pressured by other company executives and members of Ignite's board to sign off on the expenses as legitimate business charges, he claims. Suspecting fraud, he refused. According to the suit, Heffernan tried to convince Bilzerian to at least dump the $200,000 a month mansion because, after all, the COVID-19 pandemic is hitting Southern California hard, and how can you have a splashy marketing event with social distancing requirements?
And it was perfect for my, buddies because, it was like a 10-to-1 ratio. So the girls kind of had to compete for the guys, and we could just hang out, and girls would.
At that point, the suit claims, Bilzerian jumped in as chairman of the board and said, "I'm going to be doing some summer pool parties and will utilize the house." The next day, Bilzerian accused Heffernan of using drugs during a company meeting, according to the suit, and fired him on June 8, 2020. The annual report showing Ignite's staggering losses, and also showing the companies involving Ignite shareholders or board members loaned the company cash to keep it afloat, was made public on the Canadian Stock Exchange website about a week later.
Said the same thing about Hugh Hefner, right? I don't know. I just take pictures and the women are there, so I don't know. I mean, it's all up to interpretation. I mean, people.
Heffernan did not respond to a call seeking comment. In a statement, his attorney, Tamara Fries, said that her client looks forward to his day in court. But will it get that far? That may depend on what Bilzerian, whom employees described as almost fanatically image conscious, decides he's comfortable with the public knowing, or how much balance is left on his credit card to pay for the lawyers. But this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up and comment right below what you think. Subscribe if you still haven't, and turn on post notifications for more.